Hi, today we're going to talk about how we can create PDFs from a Notion database. As you can see, I've got a e-learning registration form open up in the background. So once a user fills in the entire details in this particular form and they click on submit, the responses will go to this responses side of the database that you see over here. I've already created two dummy submissions from the particular form, and now I'm looking to create PDF files on automation from the particular responses. So once we set up the automation, the PDF file should be created every time a new response gets captured. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me create PDF files on automation from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. We can create any document such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, quotations, or anything that we require to generate on a day-to-day basis. To begin with, click on Create PDF and simply sign in with any of your account, and then we can proceed with the rest of the automation steps. So let me quickly sign in and then we will understand how the remaining things will work. Once you are logged in, you will be asked to add a Notion database and then you will be needed to add a document. Once both the things are added, you will be able to see all the fields of the database visible over here, which we can use to map to the Google document and then create the PDFs on automation. Okay. So the first thing is adding the Notion database. So here I'm going to add this particular form database. So I will simply copy this form title and I will click on add Notion database, and it will open up the setup screen where I will be able to add the particular database and connect it. Click on next. So you have two options. If you go with the first option, it will create a demo database on your Notion workspace, which is ideal for testing purposes. We do not want to test anything. So I will click on select pages and I will add a raw database which I already have on a Notion account. Click on select pages and now you can paste the database title inside this particular selection window. Click on the particular form and now the form is added up. Okay, so always and always whenever you are adding a database into a particular Notion setup screen, copy the title and put it inside the search pages. That will help you add the database correctly. Okay, do not select these top level pages from this list wherein the databases are contained. If you select these top level pages, the database addition experience will not be smooth and you may face some difficulties in showing the database. So always copy the title and put it inside the search pages so that the databases are added correctly. Besides this, if your database contains any relation properties which are being used, so let's say your e-learning registration form is connected with database A and database B to relation properties, you need to add database A and database B as well inside the search pages. Okay, so make sure you add the main database, which is the e-learning registration form, as well as you add any relational databases, whatever is being used inside the search pages. That will showcase the PDF file with all the properties such as the relation and rollups correctly placed. Okay, so having considered all these points, let's click on allow access, and now I will get access to this e-learning registration form which I can use for the remaining automation steps. So it is going to load everything, and if your proper form is not visible over here, simply reload the database once or twice and the database will automatically appear. It takes a while sometimes to load the database, so just have some patience and you can definitely see the particular form appearing over here. Click on this, and as soon as you click on this, you will be able to see all the properties of the database appear over here. So you can see that the particular e-learning registration form details are already showing up over here. So all the properties of this e-learning form are already visible over here, one below the other. Okay, we need to add the document which is next. So click on add Google document, and if you already have any existing e-learning template on your drive, so let's say I click on select existing template, it will ask me to add any existing document which I might have on a drive. So you can choose any existing document if you already have. If not, you can go with a demo document which will automatically create all the placeholders for you, and then you can start generating the PDFs at scale. So it generated this demo document. Let me remove all this text which I do not need, and let me rename this to something like e-learning. Okay, so you can see all the properties of this particular database are already added up over here one after the other. Anything that you see inside double curly brackets will be replaced from the values that you see in this database, and they will be automatically mapped over here one after the other. Okay, so all these elements inside double curly brackets will be replaced with the values from the database one after the other, and they will be generated as PDF file on automation. If you want to manually map any fields, you can simply click on copy for any particular field, go to the document, and simply use Control V or Command V on your keyboard to paste it. Okay, so you can simply copy and paste the property onto the document anywhere to map it live. Okay, but I'm not going to do that since all the mappings are already done. And besides this, if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will be able to see these two additional columns, generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is set to ready to generate, the PDF file will be created for those specific records right over here inside the database. And you also have an option to name the PDF file. So I'm going to name the PDF file as per the, let's see, as per the first name of the person who is filling the form. So I'm going to choose first name from this list, and all the PDF files will be named as per this first name of this particular form. Okay, everything is all set. Let's click on download PDF, and now it will start generating the PDF file, which will be downloaded onto my downloads folder, as well as it will be saved inside the database itself. Okay, so let us wait for a few seconds as it is going to generate the particular PDF file, and you can see the first file is already out and it is already saved inside the database. So let me click on this, and now you will be able to see all the mappings correctly done. So you can see every mapping that we had in the database is correctly put over here. So all the fields from this database have been correctly mapped to the document. Let's open up the second one as well, which has been created, and here also you see all the mappings correctly placed. So we have two documents created from scratch where all the mappings have been correctly done. And once you generate the PDF file correctly, you can simply click on setup Notion automation, and now this will automate the process of creating PDFs forever. This means whenever a user will click on submit and a new response comes up over here, you can simply now mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will automatically be created over here. This removes the need to go to PDF output and set up everything from scratch. And all you need to do now is simply mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will directly be stored over here inside the Notion database. This becomes really easy and handy for you to use as it removes any manual setup process with whatever is needed, and everything is now automated right inside the database. So as soon as a user clicks on submit, a new response goes over here. Simply click on ready to generate and the PDF will directly be stored over here for your use case. I hope this entire demonstration was clear and helpful to you and you take advantage of this Notion automation feature available, which can create PDFs for you forever. Okay. So let me know what you think of this, and if you have any questions, use the chat bubble at the bottom of the screen and send me a message with your issues. I will be able to reply as soon as I see it. Otherwise, you also have an option to go with this contact option where you will be able to send me an email right into my inbox, and I will be able to take up any issues which you might be having. You can even take advantage of a free demo session which is available, which you can book, and I will be able to guide you through the entire